Hello, Lucas Nation fans. Welcome to another exciting Lucas Chat podcast. I'm your host, Chairman, and CEO of K.L.P Studios, Kennedy Lucas. I hope you guys are very, very excited to be viewing this show here today. Now, this weekend we have a lot of good things going on right now. We do have a new logo and a new logo for K.L.P Studios and K.L.P Corporation. So be sure to check that out if you follow me on Instagram at Kennedy_Lucas3. You can see the logos there, and on Facebook at Lucas Patterson, or Twitter at Lucas_Nation, at Patterson Lucas. I hope you guys like my new logo, our new logo. We're really kicking it off. More of our colors too, because my favorite colors are actually red, white, and black. And the old logo was blue and white. So we have a lot of good things like that coming up, guys. Be sure to check out the weekend vlog 48. I heard that I'm showing you guys a special scene of my new movie, John Blaze, set to be out soon. Hope you guys are very excited for the movie. Hope you guys did like the special scene. It's just a scene from the movie. But today we're going to talk about a special movie that I went to go see. I just love this movie. The epicness is really, really awesome. I'm talking about Furious 7. Now, Fast and Furious 7, or Furious 7, very, very good movie, a continuation of the Fast and Furious series. Now, I have to say that this movie was very, very emotional to a lot of fans, because we all know about Paul Walker. God rest his soul, rest in peace with Paul Walker. Tragic accident too. That's unfortunate. But the series of Fast and Furious, this is like one of the most emotional movies that you guys can ever watch, because it's like, this is it. Will this be the final chapter of Fast and Furious? Because Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, they've been together ever since the very first one. And I just, I'm so sad about it, because, a lot of people love Paul Walker. Now, we're not hating on Cody Walker, because, Cody Walker, again, that's his brother, Paul Walker's brother, look really the same. Of course, they computerized him more to make him look more of Brian, Paul Walker's character. But I think they really did a well done with that, trying to make him look just like Paul Walker and look just like Brian. Now, this movie was about halfway, well, 3/4 of the way done. That's when Paul Walker had his unfortunate accident and died. And a lot of people were kind of sad about it. Of course, Tyrese Gibson and Vin Diesel and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, they were all very sad. They cried, they made videos about it. They were very, very emotional, very sad, and I feel for them, because it's like you're losing your best friend. If I had one of my friends out there that had died, I would be sad myself. But they said, okay, this movie has to go on, because we want to do it for Paul Walker. So they hired Cody Walker to be the next, to be Brian, And a lot of people love Fast and Furious. I love it myself. I did see Fast 5, Fast 6, and now 7. I think I seen Fast 4. I'm trying to remember if I seen Fast 4. Oh, and the Tokyo Fast and Furious movie that I've seen. Now, and I can just, and I'm getting word here to read what we wrote, but I can just tell you what I know about the movie. Now, of course, you guys can remember Shaw. Shaw is one of the villains. Owen Shaw, that's the name. He had, okay, so if you've seen the sixth one, the Fast and Furious 6, you know about it. He's the villain. He got hospitalized. He's no longer the villain, quote unquote. So his younger brother, Deckard Shaw, is gonna take vengeance of his brother. He's gonna kind of revive his brother a little bit. So he tries to go out and he kills the I can't remember the Asian guy's name in the movie, but he kills the Asian guy. Of course, if you've seen the ending of Fast and Furious 6, the Asian guy was racing around, and he had crashed, and then Deckard Shaw comes out and kills him, and calls Vin Diesel's character Dom. He's gonna be like, yeah, you know who I am? Oh, you're going to know who I am. Going after Brian, Dom, Letty, The Rock's character, um, he's going for all these other characters. So into a continuation of the seventh Furious Seven. Uh, so sorry guys. So into continuation of Furious 7, of course, Brian, Paul Walker's character, has a baby, married, has a baby, wants to join a family, but he has one last mission to do and to take out Deckard Shaw because they're trying to vengeance over the Asian guy that got killed. So they try to go over and they be like, okay, we're gonna take down Deckard Shaw because he killed our friend. We got to revenge over him. So again, they work for the government. They work for the Ross character Hobbs. He works for all of them the government, and they kind of have a good tiding with that because they have another villain, Digimon Haozu, if I pronounce your name right. I give you points for that, but. He's another villain. He's kind of a terrorist around there, and he wants to download codes to want to download, get money. You want to be rich over a powerful surveillance company. So they kind of work together, trying to take out the Furious 7 gang and try to take down the government. So they go through all this other stuff, and then they rescue a girl by the name of Ramsey. I don't know. That's Ramsey's the character name. I don't know what her real name is. But tries to use Ramsey because Ramsey is a coder, and hackers, coders are really, really famous with the government, but it's like you don't want to be hacking the government because that's illegal. So they take Ramsey, they try to help Ramsey out by not going to jail, not getting shot, and not trying to get killed by the terrorist Digimon Haozu's character and Deckard Shaw, the villains. So they raced around again, and towards the end of the movie, they kills Owen Shaw, of course, at the end. You gotta see this movie, guys. This movie's epic. But they killed Deckard Shaw, he's dead, and, we thought Dom had died in the movie, but, Michelle Rodriguez, character's lady, or that's her name, comes in, tries to talk to him, he's down, trying to help him out, trying to keep him alive, Then they have kind of a backflash of all the other movies that they kind of been together with. So then towards the end, now the ending is the most emotional part of the film, is because they're at a beach, they're done with the mission, they're at a beach, they're relaxing. Brian, of course, at that time we can pretty much say that was Cody Walker being Brian. He goes over to the wife and kid, plays with him in the water of the beach, and then Vin Diesel kind of be like, okay, gets up, walks over, and gets in the car and he leaves. And towards the end, as he's leaving, Brian, Cody Walker's character now, comes up next to him, pulls up next to him, and they kind of talk, and then the most awesome thing happened. They played a flashback of the first Fast and Furious movie. They did a whole bunch of backflashes, a whole bunch of remembrance scenes of previous Fast and Furious movies, and then when the light turns green, because they're at a stoplight when they did all this. So when it turns green, they race off, but then they split. Paul Walker takes an exit of a highway, and then Vin Diesel takes another route, and they kind of split. Now, and then towards the end of the film, they showed a text for Paul. Very, very emotional part of the film. They really got their cool points for that, because it's like, you gotta look at it like, oh my god, they could really do a Fast and Furious 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 if Paul Walker was still alive. Again, that's why we say, God rest his soul, rest in peace, Paul Walker. Now, I did hear, this is just a speculation for all you Fast and Furious fans. This is just a speculation. This is not true. I'm not part of their film development team, so I don't know if they're going to make a Furious 8. There has been speculations that Fast and Furious 8 will be happening. And I'm just reading from a whole bunch of blogs, whole bunch of researchers who says about the film. There has been speculations, as I repeat again, speculations that Fast and Furious 8 might be happening. What they're trying to do with the route, I'm not really too sure. My speculation is they're going to try to, I don't want to say kill off Brian, Paul Walker's character, Cody Walker's character. I'm not want to say kill off, but I think they're going to separate Brian and his wife and his kid to be retired, have fun, take care of their family, while Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese Gibson, Ludacris, Luda, and The Rock, and all of them try to have something else that happens, and that's going to be your Furious 8 movie. Now, again, this is just a speculation. They could bring Brian back and have Cody Walker be Brian and try to computerize him to look more like the character, like they did in Furious 7, because they really did a kick-ass job with that. That's just speculations. If it happens, I hope it happens, but after speculation of Furious 8, that should be it. There should be no more Fast and Furious movies, because you don't want to drag a movie on with a series. I know it's a cool movie to look at, but you don't want to drag a movie. You do not want to drag a series. If it's over a trilogy, you don't want to drag it out. Luckily enough for Furious 7, it's really great for all of that. So again, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Now, the movie was released on the release date was April 3rd, 2015 in the United States. Of course, director was James Wan. Fast and Furious series, music composed by another famous composer, Brian Tyler. Now, if you guys don't know who Brian Tyler is, of course, he is also the composer of the Iron Man 3 movie. So, very, very awesome to have somebody that worked on other films into this film here. Now, again, guys, you guys can go purchase the Furious 7 soundtrack on iTunes right now. Furious 7, of course, with all of your other singers like Iggy Azalea. She got a song, which she is also in the movie, surprisingly. I saw Iggy Azalea in the movie. I saw Ronda Rousey in the film. Of course, if you look back into the film, Michelle Rodriguez was fighting Ronda Rousey in the scene, and I saw T-Pain, who, you can see T-Pain. T-Pain was kind of DJing a party, and then they were kind of fighting, and then they slammed him into T-Pain's computer and his DJ setup. It's kind of cool to have all these other celebrities into this movie. But again, back to the soundtrack, you have Wiz Khalifa, See You Again, Wiz Khalifa, and Iggy Azalea. So hope you guys check the soundtrack out for on iTunes for the soundtrack. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy this podcast. Again, very kind of an emotional podcast this week. I kind of felt sad when I saw the movie and I saw the ending. I felt kind of sad because it's like, hey. But again, as I say again, rest in peace, Paul Walker. Hope you guys did enjoy this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. We do have a lot of things coming up, like the newest logo for K.L.P. We're very, very excited to advocate all of that out for you guys. You guys can check this podcast and the other podcast of Uncharted 4 A Thieves in on the website of www.lucas94.wingstop.com/live. Of course, this movie was featured onto my main website, but I don't think it's featured on there anymore. But you guys can check the podcast out here on the website and also on YouTube at Kennedy Lucas. And, of course, on Google+, Kennedy Lucas, then in parentheses, K.L.P. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. As of right now, I'm Kennedy Lucas, logging out.